All right, folks, we have made it to beautiful... I don't know where we are, actually. Where are we?
We're like outside of Hurricane, Utah.
We're in Utah.
Outside of Zion National Park.
We're basically at Zion. The plan was to get to Grand Canyon. However, it's supposed to snow there for the next few days, and it's a lot colder than we're interested in camping in. So, once again, we're at the mercy of the weather out here. And so we adjusted the plan, and now we are setting up shop right outside of Zion for a few days. That was kind of on the list anyway. So not wasting time, but adjusting our time.
I think like technically we're still within a day of Grand Canyon depending on what part we go to.
We'll just have to see how the weather goes. Like today is supposed to be decent weather, and then tomorrow should be okay according to my weather app, but tomorrow it's supposed to start raining according to Connor's weather app. So we're gonna have to figure some stuff out. Connor is really not loving the idea of wasting another few days in the rain, so.
No. And we have road bikes, and there's all kind of mountain bike trails out here. Maybe we should try to trade them in.
Honestly, I bet someone would take these. Yeah, we've been lugging around these bikes on the camper, and every time we go to strap them back on, we're like, do we leave the bikes? We wouldn't leave them, but it's kind of annoying. We've only ridden them once, so it's a lot to lug them around with not a huge payoff. So one hard part about being out here is like needing energy all the time, because like we have basically a day and a half of good weather to explore Zion, so should be racing over there, but just finished setting up camp and have been traveling today, and I want to take a nap. We ain't got time for that. Guys, we weren't strong enough. We succumbed to the nap. Succumbed? Succumbed. We succumbed. We both took naps. But still a lot of beautiful daylight out, so we are trying to get into Zion now. And Connor, our sneaky king, has been compiling, or I guess sorting, the parks based on how easy or difficult it would be to sneak into them so that you wouldn't have to pay. So where does Zion fall on the list?
Zion, you could definitely not sneak in.
Sorry guys. Saguaro definitely could walk right in.
Yeah, Saguaro definitely. Joshua Tree, you couldn't like bold-faced do it. Like we were in the visitor center with tons of people.
Well,
who knows how many of them paid?
The visitor center, and
I mean, Saguaro's kind of the same way, really.
let me just say, we have the America the Beautiful Pass, so
yeah,
we get in free everywhere.
We paid. Well, Becky paid.
Becky paid. Thanks, Mom. But at Joshua Tree, there was just a sign on the side of the visitor center that said, "Don't forget to pay." So it's a true honor system. Even
worse, it had a sign that was like, "Please pay here," and then it said, "Closed for lunch. Be back at like this time." And it's like, oh, okay.
I'm walking.
Nobody's waiting around. So like some of them you can definitely just
Waltz
wind up
right
in and you're like, oh, I didn't even know you were supposed to pay. But like Zion, we've been in line for like 15 minutes now, so.
Not lying. We're real honest Americans.
Yep.
We've been sitting in this line for half an hour?
Maybe not that long. Maybe like 25 minutes.
We've been sitting in this line for 25 minutes. And we just figured it out. It's a Saturday. Rookie mistake.
We're on like a different level of national park right now.
This is one of the good ones. show some. We've been carrying around this broken mirror for 3.5 weeks now. Finally found a trash can. Ah! Hit me! The heist.
I told you my illegal dumpling days were over.
This feels legal. Alright guys, here we are. Beautiful Zion.
You gotta show them my ripped pants.
Oh, who wants to see Connor's ripped pants? We haven't done anything super physical since like that 8-mile hike back in Tucson. I guess we walked around San Diego for like 12 hours, but it feels good to be like using my legs. Wow, wow. What's the plan for today? We're doing like a piecemeal hike that Connor came up with, hoping to see the Emerald Pools. Ooh, the world-renowned, world-famous Narrows hike is closed. More on that later. Off to the trail. One other thing, if anyone has ever gone hiking with Connor, you know he sticks to one script for the entire hike. No matter who we pass, Connor goes, "How's it going?" And they say, "Good, how are you?" And he says, "Doing well." Every single time.
I'm always doing well.
He's always doing well. Meanwhile, I'm like,
Damn, he does not care at all.
No, he doesn't. He's like, yo, dude, you're my nut.
I'm afraid it'll fucking crawl up my leg and I'll have to put one down.
he's gonna crawl up your leg and into your pant hole.
Squirrels my pants.
Water looks a little gross. So crowded.
Yeah.
Minerals.
We came from all the way up there, over there, and then from there you can go up to the middle pool and the upper pool, and then. What do you think about Zion National Park?
I think Zion goes hard in the paint. However, it's a very curated experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too loud. It literally feels
Ruin
like,
other people's day.
no, it literally just feels like there's ears everywhere. And like there's so many people around and there's only like 9 trails that you can go on. So it literally feels like I can't get up to any mischief. So I prefer a little more mischief.
She can't pee off trail here.
I only can pee on trail.
She can barely stay on the trail.
While Connor is skipping rocks, I'll tell you about the Narrows. Basically, the Narrows is a pretty popular hike at Zion. You're kind of between 2 slots in the canyon, and the hike is basically entirely through a river. So it's pretty cool. However, with all this rain that's been coming through, it's closed down. I was reading an article last night that said the Narrows becomes dangerous when there's 70 cubic meters per second moving through, and right now it's over 2,000. So the Narrows is probably actually gonna be closed for like several months. So no dice, but we finished the hike at the Emeralds and now we're doing the river walk. Trying to beat out the rain tomorrow. Or I guess for the next 3 days, we're trying to cram in as much as we can today. Even though it's very cold and very gloomy. He loves skipping rocks. That might be a perfect rock for skipping.
This way or this way?
That's rockier. And you're left-handed. Not too shabby. This squirrel just scared the absolute bejesus out of me. But look, his ear is pierced. I am not that far away from him. A significant amount of my life is spent watching Connor skip rocks. Ooh. I enjoy it. Because every time he gets a good one, he turns around to make sure I was watching. No mercy. That's the way back to the Narrows. It's a dead end for us now. And what would a good day on the road be without another challenge? Our campsite is flooding. Oh my gosh.
It's a slip and slide out here right now.
Really hoping our camper doesn't get stuck and that we don't get stuck in the mud again. I mean, oh my god.
We were already sliding around in the truck, so.
We were sliding around in the truck really bad. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 days, so honestly, kind of hoping that everything freezes over tonight so that in the morning we can maybe have an easier time hitching up and getting out of here. When does it get easy?
Look at show my tires right now.
Oh, look at my shoes. My feet are...
And basically, my truck is a luge right now.
A luge?
You know what a luge is?
No. Oh gosh.
Luckily, there's a lot of trucks back here, so somebody can pull us out.
Help us, please. Guys. Oh. We're abandoning camp. Oh my gosh. I might be at a breaking point. For the love of God, please do not let this truck get stuck in the mud again. I don't think I can take it. OMG, we just hitched up on the first try, which does not usually happen.
Hopefully we can get out of here now.
Now. Hindsight is 2020. Did not grab a bag or anything to put our muddy shoes in. Oops. It's sometime later now.
Huh?
Everything is sufficiently muddy. We're in a bad way. Oh, geez. It also just started raining again. Connor went to ask for help. We're trapped. Stuck in the mud, waiting on another tow truck. The cavalry is here. I'm keeping a false sense of confidence or a false sense of positivity because it's almost noon and I haven't eaten anything or had coffee, and we put the entire camper down in the rain, so I'm hanging on by a thread. So what do we do next time we pull up and the campsite is covered in mud?
We probably don't camp there.
We probably don't camp there. We came loose. We're not on his ropes anymore. Oh gosh. Made it out. given the current circumstances and that we spent a week in the rain in California last week and that it's supposed to rain here and everywhere is freezing, we've called in a Hail Mary. And we're actually gonna go stay at my dad's house for a few days. Conveniently, he only lives a few hours away in Utah, so I'm gonna go hang out there, escape the elements for a while. I think this might have been a breaking point for both of us. So I think we're gonna go there, reset, and probably reroute, honestly. Basically anywhere that we can get to right now. The weather is just atrocious. So back to the drawing boards. Other news, Connor's key broke. And thank God it didn't get lost in the mud. It broke inside of the truck. The aftermath. Honestly though, the rain has kind of cleaned a lot of it off. Us again. I just realized that we never gave our final remarks on Zion, so wanted to check in here and let you know what we thought after our singular day in the park. What'd you think?
I liked it.
And that's all. Thanks for tuning in.
I thought it was pretty cool. I wish we would have been able to visit it in the summertime. So we saw some pictures of like when everything's green, and it looks quite a bit more cool than when we were there, but it's still super cool back there.
Yeah, Zion definitely is ranked as #1 as my most likely to recommend so far out of everything that we've visited. But I will say one thing I kind of didn't like was how contained the entire park was. I think I kind of mentioned this while we were in there, but it just felt like very controlled and humanized, which is okay. I think it's one of the most like accessible parks.
Like everywhere you can go, there's only 1 or 2 trails that really take you off the beaten path, and we didn't really have time to do those. So, but I mean, it doesn't take away from the park, but it is super contained and super busy.
Yeah, it was very busy while we were there, but because it's so small, I think it probably always feels pretty busy there.
It's packed like you're at like an amusement park.
Yeah, I mean, walking on a trail doing a hike, you're like standing in a line, which is just not, it's just not exactly the like nature feel. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but while we were on a trail, we just happened to run into someone that I went to middle school with when I lived in Texas, which was very random. So small world, it was pretty crazy. Actually, I'll put their Instagram name here because they are doing full-time van life. So if you want to follow some more van lifers, they're a good page to check out.
They're a lot better than us.
Yeah, they're doing it much better than we are. So hands down, the most beautiful park that we've been to on this entire trip. Hands down, also the busiest park, but 100% worth it. Very, very, very cool.
We were talking with Kennedy and Blake, and they had been there in the summertime when everything was green, and I was thinking like it's probably even worth it to go then. Even though it's so busy, it's probably worth it for how like insanely beautiful it is.
So I think I briefly mentioned it when the truck was stuck in the mud, but we did call a Hail Mary and called my dad and asked if we could come hang out with him. Now we've been hanging out at his house, getting some true civilization back into us. The plan is to hang out here for a few more days. It's been really terrible weather until today. Today's pretty nice out, actually. Our current plan is to hang out here for a bit, and then I don't think we have anything set in stone of where we're going next or even when we're leaving here. I think we're just happy to be in one spot for a few days after the chaos that we've been experiencing on this journey.
So hopefully the next place that we go has a little bit better weather and we can start getting warmer temperatures too, but we'll see.
We shall see. We'll keep you guys posted, of course. All right, guys, thanks for watching this one.
Thank you for watching.
Hopefully hopefully Zion was enjoyable. And hopefully next week we've got some more content for you.
Yep. Hopefully we find something good.
All right. Tune in next week. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.